urgent, curious. Why did early humans paint their naked bodies? Not shock, survival, identity, and ritual. Stay with me. The first minute reveals the proof. Across the ancient world, communities marked bodies to belong, to heal, to ward off sun and insects, and to speak without words. These quiet codes lived on skin, seen at a glance, understood within the group. Evidence is everywhere. Ground ochre mixed with water or fat, charcoal from the fire, clay smeared by hand, faint brush marks on rock. The same pigments that colored caves could color skin, carefully, modestly, and with purpose. This is not about exposure, it's about meaning. Patterns signaled role, season, or sacred time. Safety and modesty were respected. Context guided what was shown, and why. Common materials? Red and yellow ochre, charcoal black, white clay or ash, and plant dyes pressed from leaves and bark. Stripes, handprints, and dots could mark a rite of passage, clan identity, or practical protection with thick clay layers under harsh sun. From Africa to Eurasia, variations flourished. Though styles differed, a shared principle held: the body could carry story and status without ever becoming a spectacle. In short, the painted body was language. Quiet, purposeful, and respectful. Archaeology pushes the timeline deep. Ochre use reaches beyond 100,000 years. Long before written rules, people already wore meaning on their skin. In this film, we trace how meaning, function, and cultural norms evolved, from ancient pigments to modern etiquette, always with clarity, care, and no explicit detail. In southern Africa, long before written history, people ground red ochre on stone pallets. At Blombos Cave on the Cape Coast, carefully prepared pigments and crayon-like pieces appear alongside scored patterns, evidence that color and symbol already mattered to our ancestors. These finds point to minds organizing meaning, community, and identity through the body itself. Archaeologists map a constellation of sites across southern Africa where ochre was processed, blending powder with fat or plant binders. This wasn't random color, it was prepared with intention. Pigment kits suggest planning, teaching, and shared knowledge that traveled between groups over thousands of years. On skin, ochre could shield from harsh sun and insects. On faces and shoulders, it could signal belonging, age, or ritual status. Imagine a gathering at dusk, painted backs and arms, seen only in silhouette, where color communicates quietly within shared rules. Echoes of this practice continue today. Among the Himba of Namibia, red ochre mixed with butterfat ogizi colors hair and skin, expressing beauty, protection, and identity. Presentation remains respectful and context-bound, guided by community customs rather than spectacle. Sand rock art across southern Africa preserves scenes painted in mineral reds and yellows. Hunters, dancers, animals, where pigment becomes memory. These walls speak to continuity. Materials first ground in caves become images layered with story and place. Importantly, pigments coexist with modesty. Dress norms vary by season, task, and event. Paint is applied over garments or skin as custom allows. The message is communal: protect, belong, participate, without drawing undue attention to any one body. Museums now display grindstones, ochre nodules, and paint kits while maps trace routes of ideas and materials. What emerges is a code of practice: how, when, and where pigments are used, taught across generations so that meaning stays clear to everyone present. Seen this way, treating the body as a canvas is about continuity, care, and shared understanding. A modest, regulated language carried in color. It's another path cultures use to organize public life with clarity and respect. Along Paleolithic Europe's torch-lit walls, Chauvet and Lascaux, we glimpse early visions of life flickering across stone. Bulls, horses, and deer emerge from mineral blacks and deep reds, charcoal and manganese brushed, blown, and dabbed onto rock. Hand stencils appear like signatures. A palm-pressed, pigment sprayed, marking presence, memory, and perhaps belonging. In museums and conservation labs, replicas reveal techniques: charcoal lines, manganese washes, and careful layering over contours. Some scholars propose body marking for rites of passage or hunting ceremonies, but intent remains difficult to prove. What is clear is skill, planned compositions, use of cave relief, and light's dance guiding where images come alive. Lascaux's panels date to roughly 17,000 years before present, a window into Ice Age Europe's symbolic world. Across regions, motifs echo: herds in motion, marked hands, abstract signs, suggesting shared ideas carried over distance and time. From torch-lit chambers to open shores, Europe's dialogue with the body and the natural world spans millennia. Quick midpoint teaser, in 60 seconds, why Nordic saunas ban swimsuits. Across the Pacific, from Melanesia to Polynesia, body arts flourish, paints, patterns, and early tattoo precursors woven into everyday life, ceremony, and identity. What you see is culture on skin, practiced in community, and set within clear, respectful norms. Natural pigments, charcoal, clay, turmeric, and plant dyes, are mixed with care, then applied for dance, passage, or mourning. Consent is explicit. Who paints, what is painted, and when are guided by elders and custom. In communal dances, groups move as one. Drums steady the steps, garments sway, and painted faces and arms signal the role of each performer. The body becomes choreography, not spectacle. Patterns carry meaning, kinship lines, protection motifs, and marks of achievement. Spirals, chevrons, and grids echo navigation, land, and ancestry, often visible on faces, shoulders, and forearms. Participation is invited, not assumed. Painters ask, recipients agree, and designs adapt to age, role, and occasion. Respectful distance and modest staging protect the person and the ritual. Some markings wash away with the tide. Others endure. Early tattoo methods used comb-like bone tools and soot, laying foundations for later Polynesian artistry, always grounded in consent and context. Today, cultural centers and festivals present these practices with care. Hosts set boundaries, visitors follow house rules, and photography is guided, so meaning isn't reduced to novelty. In these islands, the skin is a living archive. Celebration, protection, belonging, readable to those who know the code. Next, we travel north to see why Nordic saunas often ban swimsuits, a tradition rooted in hygiene and history. Stay tuned. Across the Americas, body paint carries deep meaning, from Amazonian Urucum reds to North American charcoal and clay. It marks ceremony and identity, used in rites of passage, seasonal gatherings, and community celebrations. In the Amazon, annatto seeds, urucum, are crushed with oils into a vivid red paste, applied with care before events. Beyond beauty, paints can be practical. Annatto helps with sun and insects. Charcoal camouflages. Clay cools the skin. Preparations happen together. Over-the-shoulder painting before a ritual or hunt, shown here in respectful silhouette. Designs signal belonging. Clan marks, achievements, protection signs. Guidelines matter. Ask before photographing. Avoid mimicry. In powwows and in sport, paint can focus the mind. Unity, courage, and presence carried onto the field or dance ground. Community hosts set the tone. Wear respectful attire, follow event rules, and honor the meanings paints carry. From rainforest reds to prairie charcoal, these traditions blend protection, expression, and shared identity. Across South and East Asia, color on skin tells stories of ritual, theater, and celebration. In glass cases, minerals like cinnabar and lapis sit ground for paint. Cinnabar, mercury sulfide, demands caution. In safe labs, artisans mill powders with oil or water, glove up, mask on, craft and care in equal measure. At festivals like Holi, clouds of pinks and yellows mark renewal and community, joy made visible. In Kathakali, green faces signal noble heroes. Red and black mark rage or evil, applied with careful hands. In Japan, No's pale base focuses attention on the mask-like face. Trade routes spread dyes, indigo, saffron, and techniques across the subcontinent to East Asia. Prints and manuals recorded the craft. Whatever the venue, temple, stage, or street, the palette signals meaning more than skin itself. Across cultures, clothing and unclothing signal functions, identity, protection, healing, status, and spirituality, rather than a single moral code. Identity marks group belonging, uniforms, regional dress, while protection answers climate and labor risk, shaping when exposure is considered appropriate. Art history normalizes the depicted body as beauty and study. Scholars distinguish mere nakedness from stylized nudity crafted for meaning. Environment guides practice. Warm coasts favor open-air bathing. Colder regions ritualize heat and hygiene in saunas. Minimal textiles, clean benches, clear etiquette. Formal rules, signage, designated zones, club bylaws translate values into practice, managing expectation and consent in shared spaces. Informal codes sustain trust. Do not stare, avoid photography, respect distance, sit on a towel. Decorum aligns behavior with context and purpose. In brief, nakedness denotes vulnerability, nudity, a socialized form, decorum, contextual rightness. Acceptance grows where purpose is clear and respect is mutual. The meaning of nudity shifts across cultures, but our purpose here is educational, to understand, not sensationalize. Germany seeks health in nature, France, coastal freedom, the Nordics, sauna trust, Spain, tolerance, the Dutch, pragmatism, each with context and care. These are normal, regulated practices, grounded in respect, discretion, and consent. So, why paint the naked body? To protect, belong, and be understood, answering our opening question. Reflect on what your own culture teaches about bodies, modesty, and meaning. How do symbols painted on the skin change the way a community understands the body?